Underground city of the last hope. My name is Cordelia Espoir, bioponics specialist on the Vetus Domum project. ID 619208. Wheat production decreased by 3.2%. Barley 2.4%. Corn 3%. Experiments continued. New fertilizers are not showing expected improvements. All efforts were futile. Crop quality degrading year over year. It seemed there was no hope. Our only chance was Lazarus' work.
My name is Lazarus Espoir, cryotechnician on the Novum Domum project. ID 1215225. We worked day and night. Lab was closed only during decontamination. Sample D3E492 shows positive post-cryodynamics after 2000 days in cellula. Health index is 7.9 by Norton scale. Blood oxygen level 94%. Next update in 10 days.
It all started 215 years ago. It was the start of a new era. Scientists registered the first Type T prominence on the Sun. When the energy burst reached Earth, all electronics were out. Half of the planet was in the dark. The other half stalled. I remember my grandmother was telling me about that day shortly before she died. She was 10 then, and she really loved dogs. Both real and robotic. She was sleeping when she heard loud noise outside. She saw her snoozle on the floor damaged. She looked in the window to see what's going on. The city was in fire and covered in thick smoke. Smoke from the cars covered the entire sky. I remember she cried every time she told this story. Jointly people started to rebuild the cities. Factories. Transport hubs. Office buildings. Space docks. After years of hard work, humanity returned to its usual rituals, drinking, hypernova haze, and discussing the last RX League match. About the same time, a new cult was established. They called themselves Le Soleil Meurt. The core of their belief was that all previous estimates about the sun are incorrect and that it's dying. Members of Le Soleil Meurt purchased 10,000 acres in Canada and started to build the underground city, currently known as the City of the Last Hope. The colossal size of the building site was truly astonishing. By far it has been the most challenging planning and construction task that humanity ever faced. Construction of this mega project involved around 3,000 people and 15,000 machinery units operated by artificial intelligence. A network of underground tunnels was built in the first year of construction. 20 years after the initial solar prominence, another even more powerful filament was registered. Since then solar activity has been increasing by 5% each year and reached its peak after 15 years. Solar activity was twice higher than before. All was left on the surface is barren land, and dried canyons, that once were mighty rivers. At that time, the underground city already developed a complex system of water harvesting and filtration. Deep concrete wells holding millions of gallons of water were installed in the deepest points of the city. Synthesized dozens of GMO crop varieties that need less light and can grow in harsh underground environment with no daylight. Installed deuterium-tritium fusion reactors producing enough power to support the whole city. Built houses for 150,000 inhabitants. Alberic was the wealthiest person and a major sponsor of the project. He made his wealth in asteroid mining business, so he knew how critical resources would be in the event of a catastrophe. City of the Last Hope featured 2 underground space cargo docks, and it could harvest minerals and even water from asteroids and comets. We desperately started building new underground cities, but all data showed that we don't have enough time. Soon we realized that even when working together, most people will die. War started. Millions were killed in that war, but even more died because of heat, lack of water or food. Cordelia Espoir, bioponics architect on the Vetus Domum project. ID 619208. Food supplies are at historic minimum. Forecast. With current crops degradation speed, population will shrink to critical point of 5,000 people in 420 months.
Lazarus Espoir, cryo laboratory supervisor on the Novum Domum project. ID 1215225. Sample D3E492 remained fertile after cryo, no pathological factors observed. Health index is 9.2 by Norton scale. Conclusion. Project Novum Domum can commence.